Hello everyone, here we are, hole number 3 we're setting up of the Master Tournament. Got everything kind of how I want it. We're just going to jump right in. So it looks like to me that they have, I saw the wind direction. I believe they've cut off going to the right altogether. So that's nice to see. It's going to make this hole much more challenging if you can't go to the right. I'm going to take a look over there just to see. It does look a little bit angled to where you could maybe hop it on there. And if you can hop it on there, it actually gives you a nice shortcut and does help you set up that wood shot. Bringing things like Cataclysm, for example, might actually help you to have just a little bit more range if you do get to the right. I might try to play it once each way, possibly, is kind of what I'm thinking. Very, very close. You probably can get over this way. It's going to be very, very tough to pull off. And I'm assuming that, the biggest problem here is you're going to want to make sure that it absolutely clips the rough. Which I'm not. So if I go for this top spin and it doesn't clip the rough, I'm in trouble. But I'm going to play it about 1-ish per ring, somewhere over here, with a lot of top spin. I'm just going to try it just to kind of see what happens, just so you guys can kind of use your judgment here. Looks like I did come up short. I do believe that you can probably get a ball over there. I wanted to just kind of put that on record for you guys, just to use as kind of a starting point. I don't care if it went out of bounds or hit the fairway, whatever it did. It was tough to tell because with that angle, you're never really 100% sure how it's going to play. When you point off the edge of the cliff, for example, if you don't get that arrow up to high ground, which is why I was trying to definitely make sure that I hit it full, the ball's going to land short. It's the same thing happening when you move a target to lower ground. The ball just flies shorter every time. And the same thing kind of happened with my ball there, because the game evaluated that, and since it was on lower positioning ground, it just didn't fly, and you could see it actually came up probably about 4 rings short. It was actually significantly short. So, it did land way down here, which is, probably about 4 rings. As I mentioned, it's because that I'm aimed down here at low ground. You can see the ball flight changing, as I position it to these spots. Down here, you can see that the trajectory is much lower than up here. So that's more or less what happened there. So we're going to go ahead. I'll just go out this way and we'll just see what we can do. I did pretty much full top spin this, so it might be a little bit challenging to replicate, but I'm sure with a power 4 ball you could get out to the same spot. If you had just a little bit less club, Pak 5 or Pak 6, I'm sure you could get out this far and kind of emulate this with a Royal ball, for instance, or something with just less wind resistance. So I'm probably going to shoot this and in flight just try to bail out so I don't get a birdie. But here you can see we actually draw quite a bit of tailwind here, which will make this hole just a little bit easier to manage. I'm thinking maybe just a little bit of backspin. I'm going to just try to go full. It's much better to try to land this on the fairway here. So that's about 10 rings right there. And that's pretty much what I'm assuming that I'm going to do. Other than that, just try to play wind effect. And it'll be nice to get the ball up here a little bit farther, just so you can get a little bit more aggressive. As you can see, there I am still coming up short. I was just trying to guess. And you can see that very, very first time that I was just a little bit off with my guess. But, you know, I just wanted kind of a starting point. You got to start somewhere to start memorizing these wins and figuring out the situation. And that's the point that I used for mine. So hopefully I was able to bail on that and not just get a birdie. But we'll see on the next one. So good luck with that hole, guys. I'll try to put together a guide that actually gets you up there a little bit farther. And we'll use something like a Cataclysm or Guardian approach just to keep that nice long range on that.